Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here to give you the philosophy of how to expand a bit upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes reality. Whatever in the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there day after day to do the work, the confidence, put yourself out there boldly, authentically, even though that success, the creation has not arrived, has not manifested just yet. You know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard where dreams and goals and everything like that die along with you because you didn't have the courage, the philosophy, the frameworks, but that's all going to change because you have this go-getter energy in the frameworks, philosophy, and all that to go out there and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy known as create like a God. This your man's Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron W Mitchell. Today's topic we're going to be talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should learn how to sell. Okay, you might think, Jaron, I don't want to sell. I just want to create some art, brother. I just want to create some art, man. I don't want to know how to sell my art. Hey, do you want to make some money? Do you want to you want to feed your family? You want to put food in your pocket? I mean, food. You want to have some food? You know what I'm saying? Like do you want to pay your bills? Because you're gonna have, you're gonna have to sooner or later. You're gonna let me grab it. Hold on, let me grab it. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to upgrade this. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to get equipment so you can keep up with everything that's updating and everything like that. You're gonna have to get the tools, the pens and all that to pay for, right? So you gotta replenish, right? So you gotta learn how to sell. Sales is the highest paid profession. Once you learn how to do sales, once you know how to do it, you know how to master it, you know how to process. You just need training on it. That's why I went through Grant Cardone University. It helped me a lot. I still need to be consistent and go on my role playing and practicing my sales skills. Okay. But you need to learn how to do sales. An artist, you need a flow. You need some type of flow, some type of structure to have and sell your work. I mentioned this on my last episode, yesterday's episode, which was, I have it right here. Yesterday's episode was 5 reasons why artists should think like an entrepreneur. And today we're talking about 5 reasons why artists should learn how to sell. Okay. So we talked about yesterday, and that is that you basically sell. You're the highest paid profession. You got to pay. Oh man, I'm not forgetting already, my man. Oh, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm gonna have to listen to my episode. I just recorded. Now I'm on the next one right here. But yeah, so we talked about it yesterday. I'm gonna have to look at listen to myself again. We watch game footage, which I'm gonna talk about an episode on that. So let me think. So we talked about it yesterday. We talked about sales. We talked about marketing. We talked about sales and why you need to go ahead and learn sales. Cardone University, do some real playing. That's something I need to work on myself. There's a lot. I went through the videos, and continue. I need to continue going through the videos, build consistency, build that muscle in, and get something going in where I can start talking to my customers or potential clients, you can say as well. So you need to learn how to sales. You thinking like, Jaron, I don't know how to sell. Sales is the highest paid profession. I was mentioning this. Okay, now I remember. So sales is a learned skill. Okay, you just don't pop out the womb and say, hey, I know how to do sales. Just like reading, writing, even drawing and all that other stuff. It's a learned skill, unless you're Jesus. Jesus talked out of the womb, which according to Islamic beliefs, in not much in the Bible though, but more in the Quran. Jesus spoke as a baby. So hey, we're not Jesus here, but other than that, we still got to learn these skills. These skills are learned. Okay, it's built upon. We got to build it, and overall, it's learned. And gotta learn it, man. Like drawing is a skill, writing is a skill, math is a skill to learn, and all that. Learn the basics and everything like that. So same thing with art, same thing with sales. You learn the basics. Once you learn the basics and everything, and role playing and get yourself flowing, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. And have you write a script, and me thinking about it too, right? I watch some scam baiting videos. You can go on YouTube, actually. Shout out to Scammer Payback and shout out to Kit Boga. Them dudes are funny, man. Entertaining videos. But I realized something. I realized that if you're like a scammer, these people that be scamming, right? I just realized, bro, if you spend so much time writing a whole script, doing all this, you can spend a whole time investing in the business and actually produce value into the world and give somebody some amazing products and services, but instead you decide to scam people and do other things with what you're doing, which is basically sales, like sales, right? So scammer is basically selling you the idea that this scam is real and that you're losing money or whatever it is that got going on, right? So again, I'm not here to tell you to scam people. I'm not telling you to do that. Don't do that. I'm just saying that if scammers actually realize what they're doing, they could actually live an honest living, actually doing sales, because sales is the highest paid profession. And once you know sales, you can basically sell anything. Also, along with that, learn how to tell a story. Okay. Learn how to tell a story about sale and give it value, basically giving it value. We talked about it yesterday, giving it value, giving some value. Actually, I have some of my notes right here. I can actually talk about it. We talked about commerce. Yeah, commerce, but sales and selling. We talked about it. The highest paid profession and the skills that separates from starving artists to thriving artists. And yeah, man. So that's what we'll be talking about today, right? 5 reasons why you should learn sales as an artist. You need to learn sales. If you don't learn sales, you're going to be a starving artist. And part of that sales is also you building yourself, investing yourself, also in your artwork. And because your people want to actually look at you. If you have good art, they will actually see and look at you, and they will probably want to buy, most likely want to buy from you. Even those who have talented have struggled with. You still got to go out and reach out, do some cold. It's called cold calling. More of I used to do telemarketing. This is like before COVID hit. I had like 3 months of doing telemarketing. It's called cold calling. Okay. These are your cold leads. Okay. These people are cold. So you got to cold call. So you got to go ahead and send them cold DMs. You got to slide in them DMs and Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever it is. Slide in them DMs. Don't be depending on if you're on Fiverr, out, which was going to get on that. Not over long on that. I'm going to be doing my own thing. But Fiverr is you got to start going into DMs. You got to start going where people at. You're going to start hooking people. That's why I say go to JaronMitchell.com/.com secrets, so you can get .com secrets book, so you can learn about getting the bait. You got to get that little bait in, go get that hook and put the bait on it and let it splash into the water so you can hook somebody like, oh, snaps. Okay, I like that idea. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Or it's like the marketing thing. It's also sales copy too, but you say something and slap somebody in the face and they stop from scrolling, endless scrolling. And like, dang, okay, I like this. Okay, so that's another way with your artwork you can learn how to do sales. Okay, which is part of it is also your work, your marketing yourself is what your sale is on that as well. So sales is more of the talking and telling the story. Okay, you're selling. Some people don't like to be sold. Leave it up to the marketplace. Leave it up to if they want it, they're going to tell you that they want it or they don't want it. There's a lot of testing. You're going to have to check out as an artist, and if you're good, people are going to buy. People are going to buy your work. And if you're not good, you need to start working on your work. You still need to start working on your skills. Keep investing in yourself. Keep learning business skills too. Don't just stop with art. Okay, let's learn some business skills. Let's go out and do some little side hustle, some other thing. Learn some online business, some stuff. And if you guys want to learn that, go make sure you go get your free course, JaronMitchell.com/iconic marketer, which will be on the description below. It's not with a C, with a K, which is IKNOIC, I believe. So go ahead and check that out, which I'm going to use the StreamYard here. So next time I'll probably bring up someone like that right here and through to my StreamYard when I have the time. But other than that, let's go ahead and get to these points. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should learn sales, which is point number 1. Sales will make you money and it pays the bills. Okay, it will make you money, but you got to do it ethical sales. Okay, but it will make you money. It will pay your bills without going out there, getting money. It will pay the bills. This is the commissions, right? You as an artist, you're talking about, oh yeah, let me get some commissions. I got some commissions, right? I got commission. Commission is the sale. That's what the sales is. I didn't mention that yesterday, but commissions is the sale. Okay, it's the sale. So you're gonna go get that commission. It's a sale, right? You earned it. It's a sale. Commissions is a sale. Let's actually look up the definition of commission. I know Grant Cardone has something like that through the Cardone University. So let's go to commission defin. I'm gonna have to go to Google. Let's go to commission meaning. All right. Commission meaning. Let's go ahead. Commission, instruction, command, a duty given to a person or group. Okay, that's another definition. It's not the definition we're looking for. Let me see. A group of people officially charge. Nope, that's not the definition. The amount of money, specifically a set percent of the value involved paid of an agent in a commercial transaction. That's the one we're looking for. Okay, commission. Okay, the act of committing. Oh man, that's okay. Okay, that's the definition we're looking for. Right there. Okay, percentage, right? You get a commission. Everything revolves around, even commission. You get a girlfriend, right? You got the girlfriend. Okay, oh, that's a commission. Okay. Everything revolves around sales. Everything we do is sales. Okay. Everything that we do revolves around sales. So that's why you need to learn sales, because it's part of what you do, right? You got an artist, you building your little, oh yeah, this I'm gonna have my commission, this how much is charged. No, don't do no menu type base of commission work. Okay, don't do that. Don't do no commission like, oh, this is how much for my head. It's like $10. I've seen very talented artists. I think on Fiverr, they do was a storyboard and all that for $5 to $10. Like, bro, why are you spending $5 to $10, dude? Your art is so good, bro. Like, you don't even need to go on Fiverr. You can actually like probably go through studios and they'll probably hire you for that, man. Maybe they're from some artists are in another company. Another country. But still, dude, like you could so much more, man. So much people can pay so much more instead of doing that. I think it's kind of devaluing the art. But yeah, man, it just don't create the menu. There's a guy that I also follow, which I subscribe to his stuff. I haven't been listening to it much because I've been more focusing on other things at the moment. But this podcast is dealing with creativity, imagination, innovation with art, and not just with art and stuff like that, business and anything that doesn't have to do with creativity, which I believe that everyone is creative. There's a guy, you guys can go look him up. He's on YouTube called the Art Mentor. Okay, he's the Art Mentor, and you guys can go ahead and look him up. I could share it. I could share my screen, but no. We those for the audio listeners. But yeah, so we'll probably do that later on when the show gets and I get more everything on with the show. But you can go ahead and the Art Mentor. Maybe I'll put it in the description over here, or somewhere. You guys can go ahead and check his channel out. Look at some of his stuff. He got some great content on commission and how to do it, where to go through, where to look at and to look for. Okay, but sales. Sales is basic commission work, man. You got to make the sales. It's going to pay the bills. It's going to get the devices that you need to get to upgrade your equipment, to get whatever newest stuff you have, or something breaks or something happens, or you need to restock on certain, equipment with the pencils and certain little paints and stuff that you need, or upgrade with the print or whatever you want to do with your business. You're going to need to make the sales. It's going to pay the bills. It's going to put food on your table. It's going to put clothes on your back. It's going to help your family out. So you need to make that also a priority. But one priority is you need to make some good. You need to make your art very good. You need to make your art good. It doesn't have to be probably perfect. Actually, later on, you can improve, but you got to constantly improve your work. Keep on improving. And once you keep improving, you start increasing your prices. Okay, let me see. There's another one before we go to get to point number 2. Is that was it Bart Hartman, right? I mentioned I had a little short on this. Bart Hartman, right? So Bart Hartman had a lot of people complain about his how much he pays, how much he charges for his commissions and stuff like that, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, you guys don't even know. Like, you talking about he's charging. He got himself there. He spent years. He got himself in that position. He built a brand out of himself. So if he wants to, he can charge as much as he wants, because price is a myth. He could basically charge as much as he wants if he decides to. Okay, if he wants to decide to do $250 for this, he could decide to do that. He could decide, okay, I want to do $10. He could decide to do $10. Okay, it's just do a commission. It's up to him. He decides he could do it. A lot of people didn't like that. They didn't like that. It's like, it was ridiculous. Oh, his art's not that good, bro. It doesn't matter, man. Like he could charge that. He built himself there. He does animation. He got shows and stuff like that. Like, he's a brand basically. So he could charge that. So that's just something you can learn from Butch Hartman. You can learn from some, even the people that you don't like or not very good artists. You can actually learn from them. You just sit there and like, oh, let your ego get in the way, and you can learn from people that you may not like their work, but you can also learn what they did. There's another artist too. I think the creator of Deadpool, a lot of people make fun of his anatomy with the chest and all that other stuff. But hey, he made some money. He made a old Deadpool character. He was in the industry, and people still didn't like they talked about it, but he was getting comic stuff. Just saying. So let's go and end it from there. Let's go ahead and get to point number 2. Today's topic we're talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should learn sales. Okay, point number 2 that we've been talking about with point number 2 is you are selling the art in work to people. Okay, which that's probably gonna be point number 2, point number 1. But again, right here, whether you admit it or not, you're always selling your art, your time, your ideas, and even your personality. The best artists are not just creators, they're communicators. Your audience needs to understand why your art matters to them. Okay. Learn sales will help you speak their language, turn passion into persuasion. Okay. This is there's a book called The Art of Persuasion. I think I didn't read the other ones right here, which is point number 1. Let's go back. Which is point number 1. I had some notes, little bullet points right here. Your art feeds your soul, but sales feed your life. If you can't sell, you can't sustain. True. Every artist deserves financial freedom. The sales and the vehicle sales are the vehicle that makes it real. Okay, sales, you gotta sell it. You gotta sell books, right? You gotta sell comic books, right? If you don't sell certain amount of quantity, I think it was someone Brandon Johnson said, you will go under, you will lose. You got to scale. Okay. But also too, right here, sales give you control over your income instead of waiting the opportunities or exposures. You got to go out and do it. You got to go out and hunt. You got to go out there and go slide in them DMs and do them code things, or go ahead and get something like ClickFunnels. You go to JaronMitchell.com/ClickFunnels, get your ClickFunnels account, or you can go to JaronMitchell.com/accounting marketer. You guys can go through that process of the copyright recession proof business model, go through the course and book a call with us, and you can actually free up your time just to learn all these tools and also apply it to your business. And no sales, no income, no income, no impact. Okay. You need to put your stuff out there. Again, let's go to get to point number 2. You're selling your work, you're selling your art and its work to people, and you basically persuading. You're selling to people. We're doing business with people, okay? Fans that love your work, people that want, companies that want to use your work. You want your art and use your work. People that want murals, you're a brand. People want to work with you. Okay. Oh yeah, I want to work. I want to collaborate. People that want to collaborate you too as well, man. That's why you need to start building a relationship and start networking. Okay. So this point was pretty much pretty short. Okay. Not much I want to say pretty much is right now, unless we get to new podcast episodes to connect everything. But let's go ahead and get to point number 3. Today's topic I'm gonna be talking about today is 5 reasons why 5 reasons why artists should learn sales, which is point number 3, pitching your ideas. You got to pitch your ideas. Again, I was going through a portfolio class, right? Didn't pass the class, unfortunately, because I was overwhelmed with work. And I right now I'm registered for school, but I will be registering to finish up my bachelor's. But you had to come up with an idea. You had to come up and pitch something, right? Pitch a character, or pitch something to rig or to animate, something like that. So you have to pitch this idea, right? So that's another thing. Pitch like a sales elevator pitch, right? Sales pitch, right? It's all a pitch. Even with some with at the time when Saturday AM was growing, they had like pitches, right? You have, which my series Fallen in the Son of Sin, which is Dragon Ball Z meets Devil May Cry, right? It may be actually more than that, because it did some more changes after reading the Quran right over here. So I got a new idea of how I'm going to have these series of what I'm creating. You guys will hopefully learn that pretty soon. But sales, right? Sales begins with pitching your vision, your story, and your process, right? Pitching everything behind the scenes stuff that you do. YouTube, put yourself out there. Use social media as a tool, man. Like, social media is a free tool you can go ahead and use. YouTube, you can go ahead and use. Talk about your stuff, your ideas, which I need to do better with that. That's why I'm bringing the podcast and more other stuff we're going to have as well. So start putting that stuff out there, man. Like, literally start putting that stuff out there. Start pitching your ideas, your vision, your story, and start doing the work. Start taking initiative, and people that want to work with you, they will follow. Okay. And let's go to which I got a whole bunch of people trying to work with me on through LinkedIn. And I'm have to not, I'm not like, man, I don't know, man. But yeah, let's go to every time you explain your art to someone, you're pitching, basically. Yeah. And that too. But I say morally, your artwork, your portfolio is the marketing piece, but also the sales piece as well. So it's kind of both. Maybe I interview some some professional artists. We can get onto the show. We could talk about more about that, and maybe update some episodes or get a part 2 with these. Okay, so let's go ahead and get let me see. Practice your pitch until it's naturally emotionally powerful. So you got to practice it. You got to practice. Say, hey, people like, hey, what do you do, man? What I do is I create characters. Now you see. I create characters, sterilized characters. Or you see them characters and you see games, right? You know what games are, right? Like God of War, what is it? God of War, Devil May Cry 5. You see those, right? Yeah, what I do is I create characters, game ready assets with characters, so that way they'd be able to optimize ready for rigging and animation inside the game for gameplay. I don't know. There's something a little pitch like that, right? So working on a little pitch, man. Like your pitch. Oh, what do you do? Oh, yeah. What I do is I specialize. What I do is I specialize in 3D character, being a 3D character artist. Okay. Something like that. It's a pitch, right? Right there, whatever, in social media and all that. It's a little pitch, right? So people can know what you do. Okay. And let me see. Remember, people don't want to buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Okay. Why do you do it? Think about it. Like, also, why do some people want to buy some of your artwork, right? Got some characters, why you do it. Some people see the effort, like, right? So there's a lot of AI going on, right? People can see the effort in the work that you do. If they see AI, they smell AI. People probably don't want to buy it, right? Mostly people don't want to buy it. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't want to buy AI slop. And you probably see on the channel, I play with a little bit AI and all that other stuff too. I've been playing with a little bit more of like AI Jaron or that, which I don't have. I might have to redo AI Jaron. Use 11 Labs and stuff like that or something like that. We can do. I actually want to do it. I want to use it, but not just like put AI slop out there, but just mix my content up a little bit and see what works, play with some things. That's what I want to do. I want to play, see what works and what doesn't work, you know? That's just me. But you don't want to create, people will see the effort. Effort, when somebody just generate an image or you trying to do some stuff, which is fine. I believe that AI will some of you may disagree with me. A lot of the artists is going to be mad at me about this, but I do agree that AI will help artists extremely. Okay. I believe it will help them. It's another tool. It's not something to replace artists or replace certain things. What you do is help. It's supposed to help and enhance of what you do in the creative process. Okay, that's what I think AI should be used for as an as an artist. But you generating stuff and you generating, oh, you do this and you did a commission and stuff like that. People can smell that. A lot of people are getting, unless somebody wants AI or how to do it or something like that, right? That I don't know the world, but I noticed that a lot of people can smell AI. If it's AI, they can smell it, or some people get accused for it. That's why I say you need to keep receipts as an artist. We're gonna talk about an episode on that actually too. Why you need, as an artist, you need to keep receipts. In the AI world, you need to keep your receipts, man. So people can smell it. They can see the effort that you put into the strokes or the art, or even with the 3D stuff they could put in, they can see the effort into it. They can see it when they see the effort. And that's the reason why they want to buy it, because they see the effort. They see the hard work. They see that you care for it. They see that you extremely care about it. And you're not just, oh yeah, let me just do that and just, get it out. No, just get it out, man. Get it out. It's AI generated. No, you actually care. Okay. So, and also why are you doing it? Why you want to build this universe? Why you want to build this game or anything like that you're doing, or why you're doing it? Okay. They see the effort that you put into it. And sometimes you're so good at what you do, you make things seem effortlessly. You just do it and it just comes natural, comes like that. And people see, dang, like because you built that talent. There's was a story from the author Mark Manson of the story in that book, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. With this book, talk about a story with, I believe I mentioned this before. Talk about a story with I think it was Pablo Picasso, right? He was in, I forgot where he was at. I gotta re-listen to the book, but he was somewhere at a store or somewhere. He was drawing in a napkin, all that. He did it in a few seconds, few minutes. Put it in. He's about to throw it away. Actually, not put it in his pocket. He's about to throw it away, and a person came up to him. Knew who they knew who he is and everything like that. So they knew it. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna throw that away? Can I have it? And I think he offered, like, if I believe so, he said, let me get, it's like about $10,000. And she was like, oh, she was flabbergasted, right? She's like, oh, you did $10, $10,000. Why? You know, I'm over exaggerating, by the way. $10,000. Why? You just did it in a few seconds. He said, no, it took years for me to get here, to draw this. And he put it in his pocket and he walked away. I could emphasize that some of it can be wrong. By the end of the day, he spent years. He spent effort. He spent effort to it. He built his craft where it's just, he know how to do it effortlessly because he built it. He went through struggle. He went through pain because he actually cared, you know, and people would do it actually why you do it because he built it. Okay. So your story also another thing too, with your story, which pitching your ideas, your story is the most powerful sales tool, you know? So you may think, you know, I could probably tell a story why this pen, I could say, oh, this is just a pen, right? You know, I think some of you heard, sell me this pen. You know, it's something with sales and stuff, right? So I forgot what movie that was. I think it was from a movie, but they say people sell me this pen. So you give a story. I remember watching scene with Russell Brunson talking about an iPhone, right? He had an iPhone, right? Had an iPhone, everything like that, right? And he just said something about an iPhone, but he started talking about the iPhone, what the benefits of getting this iPhone and why you should get this iPhone because it had, you know, he had like Tony Robinson, all his contacts, all the courses and everything that he built, just all from this phone. And he said, if you will buy this for $10,000 or whatever, I remember watching it. I don't remember exactly, but he said, put up some money and people start raising their hands why they'll pay for it. A lot of people start raising their hands. Okay. So moral of the story is, I'll say, build your story. Your story is the most powerful sales tool. And once you get that powerful sales tool, you learn how to craft your story, it will start making you money, and everyone in the big industry uses this. Okay, let's go ahead and get to number 4. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should learn how to sell. Point number 4 is the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. You need to learn how to follow up. People just make 2 to 3 contacts and that's it. No, you need to meet you first. This is how it goes. All right, people need to see 8 to 12 contacts to see you, keep seeing you, that's why you got to keep posting, keep putting content out there. They see you, right? They see your work, right? Or they see you. Okay. They see you. Then when they opt into the page or to your email list or whatever it is that they got going on, or them, you calling them on the phone, doing cold call, more like getting to like, well, that'd be cold calling. It's more like warm. It's building, you building up. They're getting warm, right? You got cold leads. You got warm leads, you got hot leads, right? They just ready to buy. They just ready to buy from you, right? So you building it up to a warm lead. Then from the warm lead, building it up to a hot lead where they ready to buy. But for fortunes in the follow-up, because it takes 8 to 12 contacts to order for someone to make the sale. 80%. Okay. So we're going to be talking about more numbers of these on these podcast episodes, why you need more with sales, but fortunes in the follow-up. The fortunes in the follow-up, most sales and commissions are lost because artists never follow up. And that's just not artists, whatever you do. This is more everything. Follow up in business and all that. Even happened to myself, you know, God, me doing Uber. Some of you probably from here, listeners from Uber, and I never contact them after that. One contact, or never called them up, never did that, none of that. That's it, right? So the fortunes in the follow-up, you need to keep following up, have a structure where you're following up using tools, which I got ClickFunnels, another platform as well, which is dealing with my other business that I have. That's the reason why I'm with it. So fortunes in the follow-up, man. Start following up. Use phone calls. Use any type of access, okay? Not just the same, but I have access. Okay, let's go ahead. The follow-up shows professionalism, confidence, and belief in your work. Okay, yeah. That's not just what, if you're not just an artist, you're listening to this, that's what everything that you do. Anything with sales. This, again, if you're an artist, this can apply also to not just your art. It can also apply to other things as well. Okay, if you got other businesses and stuff you want to build, and that gives you more financial freedom, more financial cushion. Okay, so use systems like email lists, DMs, CRM tools, which CRM is a customer relationship management tool, which I have one built in within ClickFunnels. Again, if you want to get a 14-day trial at ClickFunnels, JaronMitchell.com/ClickFunnels. I believe that's it. I believe that's it, or 2.0, one of the two. I will have in the description below or in the show notes. Okay, whatever helps you stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent. Okay, that's what the problem I'm having is consistency, right? It's consistency. That's the problem I'm having. So that's why you need to have consistency. I'm gonna have an episode 2 on that, man. I'm coming up with episode ideas. I need to write this stuff down. I'm gonna start listening to my own work, my own podcast, so that way I can be like, okay, I know that. Write that down real quick. Okay, yeah, why artists need to stay consistent. Okay, let's get to point number 5. Today's topic we're talking about today is 5 reasons why your artist should learn sales. Point number 5, give value and believe in your product. Do you believe in your product? Okay, this is why you need to evaluate. This is why Grant Cardone, I was listening to a lot of his stuff, which I need to work on this stuff as well. Write your goals every single day. Write your goals when you're feeling down. Write your goals when you wake up in the morning. Write your goals before you go to sleep, because now your mind is focusing on your goals. What you focus on is expand. It expands, okay? So this is reasons why you need to start focusing on your goals or focusing on your product, believing your product. And going back to your product, okay, why do I believe in my product? I remember now something I can't quite remember, but first, do you got to believe in you? First, you got to believe in do you believe in you? Do you believe in product? And do you believe in the company? Okay. This is what you got to do. Okay. As in giving value and believing in your product. Okay. First, do you believe in yourself? First actually is, do you believe in the company or the product? Yeah. One of those. Okay. First, do you believe in the company? Do you believe in your product? And do you believe in yourself? Okay. You're going to have to believe in yourself. Okay. You're going to have to face through the fears, get through with the scare of the phone. Okay, we did with lions and was it all the stuff in the wild and berries and all that, and now we scared of phones and other stuff. False evidence supreme will. Okay, and another thing too, which I've been through it myself, by the way. But if you don't see the value in your work, no one else will. Do you see the value in your work? That's why price is important. That's why you price yourself. It's just a myth. Just price it. Just okay, $20. I'm gonna just do $20. Okay, $20 for this. Especially if your work is good. You don't even need to be like any whatever clients or whatever, or like starter clients, build it low. No, just okay. This is why this is much, because I built this skills. I spent years doing this, and this is why it's $100. No, actually, this is why it was $1,000 for this character. Just saying, man. Just saying. So sales is not manipulated. It's service. Okay. It's not manipulating. Some people that think the snake oil salesman, no, that's just a scammer. Okay. Like, again, you got to be ethical what you do. Okay. Sales is not manipulation. It's a service. You're here to serve somebody. You're here to help somebody. You're here to give them a product. You're here to serve them and build a relationship. It's not just getting a transaction. It's also building a relationship with that individual. Okay. Or with the people or the company. Okay. So you're helping others improve their lives through your creation. For real, you can. You may not think of it. Oh, what is my art doing? What is my art doing to this art or this animation or this series or whatever I'm creating? How is this helping somebody? There's a big old case going on right now with David, right? The artist David. Didn't know about the artist. Great music, talented dude. He shouldn't have put himself in that situation. However, I'm sitting here looking at the comments of people. The old comments saying, man, you got me through breakup. You got me through a lot of stuff. This song got me through a lot. Thank you for posting up content. And unfortunately, some of that stuff is probably going to get ruined because what's going on with right now. Everything is just allegedly right now. I'm not going to mention it too much because a lot of people is trying to milk the situation. And I'm just waiting. I'm just going to be waiting for whatever happens or arrest or anything going on to the investigation. What's going on. So with that, you guys, I know it's probably a bad example, bad person to bring up. Probably I would say bad person to bring up with. But at the end of the day, your creation can change someone's life. Your creation can bring value. Your creation can improve some people, bro. It really can. Your creation can actually get through somebody some stuff. They can actually get through life. Get through some stuff. Okay, listen to your music, reading your comic, or playing your game, and maybe understanding the gameplay, understanding the story, and then like, dang, I like this story. Dang, this motivated me. Even though they spent their time, which time we cannot get back, which is one of the 5 forms of investment: time, money, energy, focus, and attention. They spent their time to read your book, read your book or your comic, to listen to your music, and to play your game. That means you giving value, and it can change someone's life. That's why you don't want your ideas, your creation, your stuff into the richest place on earth, which is the graveyard. Okay. And the more value you give, the easier the sell becomes. They just going to buy. Okay. This is where the reputation, all that's going to build, and you're talented and all that. Your talent and everything they see, they want to buy your work. Okay. And when you're truly believing your product, you're not selling, you're sharing. That one, I'm going to have to just prior. Yeah, you're actually sharing, but you're still making a form of trade and transaction. Okay. So again, let's go ahead with the closing and with sales closing. With the sales isn't about pushes, about being purposeful. And as an artist, you are both a visionary and a value giver, the go giver, right? It also too, another thing too, you don't give value. You can't give free value, but you don't give actual true value until you make the sale. Okay. So when you master sales, you're not just selling art, you're mastering transformation, imagination, and gifts of creation itself. Okay. So making a story. That's why I like it was a lot of good stories people could talk about, or whatever that music that you talk about. Again, David kind of ruined his legacy, even though at a young age. He kind of ruined his legacy. I think at the moment, putting himself in that position. That's why we're going to talk about it more. You don't want to put yourself in a certain type of position, not just as an artist, as an individual. Okay. Let's go ahead and recap today's topic. Today's topic we're talking about today is 5 reasons why artists should learn sales, which is point number 1, sales make money and it pays the bills. Point number 2, you are selling your artwork to people. Point number 3, pitch your ideas. Point number 4, follow up, fortunes in the follow up. People do not buy between the 8th to 12th contact. And first, you got to get their attention 8 to 12 times. Then after that, when they can go after that, you present the offer to them 8 to 12 times. And they're both 80%, by the way, of conversions. So remember, fortunes in the follow-up, believe in your work, and also give value and believe in your product. First, and do you believe in your product? Do you believe in your company? And do you believe in you? Folks, is not where we at, to where we come from. Always create like a God. You're the master of your fate. You're the captain of your soul. You are made in the image of God. God gave you a brain to think for yourself. I worship the one true creator, which I believe is Allah, and always create like a God. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow for tomorrow's episode.